Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of the Foolsopolis here in City Skylines. Well, last episode guys, we built a brand new kind of cargo dock near our oil industry. And we're going to continue the expansions around it. I want to kind of start to build a normal type of industry nearby it, because we have right now a lot of Pete's living here and there's not enough jobs available, so we need to create some more jobs, thus creating more industry, thus creating more products, thus creating more demands for the commercial, which will then increase the demands for the it's the cycle of life, guys. It is the cycle of life right now. Now, we're on a little bit of a predicament. I'll get onto that in just a moment. But let us just say, guys, if you are enjoying the series, want to see more, then please make sure you smash the like button down below. If you're on the video, make sure you subscribe to get a video. Right, I don't know that, okay? You understand it. You understand it by now. But we are legit back. We're gaining lots of residents. We are pushing 400,000. Hopefully, finally, we might actually get there for legitness. I've noticed this. This is my little bit of predicament right now. All the ships come into here. Where are they going? To here. Now, the reason for them all going into here, I've noticed that they kind of bottleneck quite a lot to kind of get through and to kind of get to this kind of cargo hub. Because this is the one with the train line that kind of connects to the areas that you might likely want to go. So my thought was, well, how can I get them to use this one? And I realized, well, it's all down to how the train line actually works and where it actually goes. Because they want to kind of go on this side more than anything. Now I'm thinking, also, there's a lot of bottleneck to try and get down here at times. What if I brought another canal in to connect to our little dock area here? Do you reckon that would be a good idea? Because I'm going to build like an industrial area here. It would mean good access for the ships to this industrial area, which we've already got good access already. I can bring the train line in as well. It kind of all works. It kind of all falls together. But also, it just adds another way for the cargo ships to come from this river into the area. Now, I know it's close by, but they might start using a couple of these hubs to transport the goods to wherever they want to go to. I know it goes like ridiculously. They got to go back down here to come them back up. Or if they go to this one, they can directly go straight up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And then it would kind of reduce that bottlenecking. It's kind of what I'm hoping for. I don't know. We're going to actually see what happens. But also, the beautiful airport. I've noticed it needs a little bit more attractiveness to kind of get to the next level. And I'm thinking next episode, I'm going to focus on the airport a bit more. Because I want to try and create my own airline, finally, in this city. But anyway, that's for another headache. Now, this stop here, this cargo hub, I'm going to get rid of it to connect into this road. And it's going to go over and then kind of connect inside. So they're not going to get to it via this road. It will be more kind of embedded in the heart of this brand new industrial area. Now, you also need to kind of change this system up too. Now, yes, this does come into there, but I don't know whether it's going to bring that in. It all depends, to be honest with you, where we do the entry point. I might do it here. And instead of bringing that directly into there, because there's not really much traffic going on, I might kind of bring it in and then run down. And then, I don't know, it's a tough one. I might stick around, I don't know. It is a tough one, but we're going to get to it anyway. We're going to put it into pause for just a second. Alright, and I'm going to delete this. Stop them using it for now. There's no need. Delete all this. Bam, 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 bam. And I mean, at the moment, I've been doing canals quite heavily in these key walls. But, how do I put this? This is not, I don't like doing it at times. I'll be honest with you right now. I'm not doing these are not I'm not the biggest fan of them. Right, to there. Oh no, it's not to there, sorry. Right, I'm just getting my spacings all correct. Boom, boom, boom. Right, that shall work. Thou shall work. Right, I can only see it's on the wrong side, some of them anyway. So that's going to come into here. And then we'll kind of bend it out and connect it down there. How we're going to connect it down here, again, I do not know. So I'm thinking we'll do some kind of a nice little wiggle or whatever. But if I create here if I just do a 10. And then come in by 20. And then do a 30, back down by a 20, and then a 10. What I've done there is I've created the mouth entry point, and then this will kind of wiggle, do its thing to connect back up to there. We'll kind of push it back a bit. But I've now got my two entry points. I'm going to bring this down, turn it, and then bring it up slightly anyway. I don't know how much it would want to play ball with doing a your wiggly connection, but I can try it. I could try it. I could see what happens. This might be pushing it a little bit too much. Because at the end of the day, I've still got to switch it all around, which is going to be annoying. So if I go to the maximum... Oh, I could have just paralleled it, couldn't I? I mean, I could still parallel it anyway. Right, the maximum is there. There we go. And if I use the parallel tool... I don't use this enough, to be honest with you. I don't use it enough. Okay, it's a bit too far for that. Too far there. So we'll go to there. Then I can go to here. And then we have to... How do I do it again? Tab to switch creation side. Oh, is it control tab? Hold on, let me go all the way back down. So if it's there... Aha! Okay, figured it out. I mean, it might be easier to do the way I was going to do it anyway, because this is going to be also kind of annoying to get this connected. Right, that should be perfect. Right, so I don't think it is technically connected. What I can do is I can delete that straight bit there, and then delete the straight bit just there. Reconnect them, and then I'm 100% guaranteed for them to be connected. That's a nice little wiggle out, isn't it? That means that this becomes an island, essentially. That becomes an island. Now, I don't know whether to kind of create then design like an entry point, so it's not just a straight entry in, like how we did here. We created like these little walls to kind of block us off on the edges. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to do that. So delete that. We'll come down, but well, oh, I should have stayed, kept it as it was. If I do a 20 and then do a 10, do a 10. Would that be mental? I think I'm going to do another 10, 10, and then go across. Right, we'll see how this looks when we kind of come to do it. So this is going to be ridiculous. 20. Oh, no, sorry. I do apologize for my lapse of judgment. And 10, 20. Flip it back around. A 10. A 10. I've done a 20 there. Did I do a 20 here? Ah, I did a 30. So a 10. So it'll kind of be often designed in its different ways. Now, I know this is a weird way for me to build it. I don't know, like, you guys don't like the way I do this. But this is how I do it, okay? This is how I do it. Boom. There we go. So we kind of create, like, the little entry point that kind of leads us in. I know it's not really much, but it kind of just breaks the waves. Keeps the entry in, digs it in, kind of has them little sides. I don't know why I do it like that. I just kind of do. I might even bend this inner as well to kind of smoothen it off. So if I cancel you, or delete you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if I went from, oh, I'm going to go make a connection. There to there. Go to its maximum. There to there, which I don't think this will do much. So rather than the standard setup, kind of widens the mouth a little bit, and you have like the entry point. It will look good when it's done. It will look good when it's done. So if we've got that, then it means that I can build an industrial area here, which I can connect to this, which this will be connected hopefully to a train. I don't know where we're going to connect to there. I might actually bring it in and have a train stop here to kind of bring the cargo in, but also have a train line. Oh, I could do a V here. Ooh, this is going to be quite a good little industrial area. And then over here, I might do like kind of like the office industry. I might go for a high-tech industry. That might be a good spot. That might legit be a good spot for it just here. So let's do this again. I mean, let's just be honest. Kills my city. Do I just let this naturally do what it's got to do this time? Because normally I just lately I've been resetting to sea level, but it kind of kills off a lot of the areas quite often. So I don't know whether just kind of let it do it naturally and then just have the repercussions down the road. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh man. All I'm seeing right now is the amount of stuff I've got to flip over. I wish you could just flip it so easy. I really wish you could just flip it so easy. These key walls. Because you can't. You can't go like this and then flip it. You know what, you know what I mean? You got to kind of rebuild it. You have to low-key rebuild it. So if I go to there, rerun this. Where is the I can't find the section where it meant to stop in. I can bring it to there. I don't think that's the perfect bend, but hey ho. And then it's like that one bit that one bit there is perfectly fine. Ah, the pain. The pain inside of me. At least this side is all good down here. All good down to here until you get to this bit. But we'll redo this. It's quite easy to do anyway. He says that and he struggles. He says that and he struggles. Alright. There we go. And is it just this section now? I believe it's just this section. So I'll delete there. I'll delete there and I'll use the connection tool to literally do the rest. Right. Oh. Boom. And boom. Oh, where am I going? All this work just for a freaking canal. Yikes. Okay, so we're sorted, mate. We're sorted. We have our awkward entry points. It's all beautiful. I just gotta do the entry of the area on the river. And I think we're all good. There's a few little bits and bobs here and there. But for the most part, let me reduce that brush size. For the most part, oh, this is going to be the next problem now, isn't it? That this is not connected in. Who would have thought, guys? Who would have thought? Right, I'm just going to run it to there for now. And then we'll kind of key wall it at a later date. Bam, bam, bam. Someone let me know, like, how can I avoid having to do this all the time? Because it's shocking. It's getting to the point right now where it's just so annoying, isn't it? Alright, that to there. Right, sweet. So, oh, hang on, there's a bit there too. Sweet, mate. Sweet. So, entry in. Get all that for that. Jesus, boys. Right, play mode. So, yeah, this is going to cause some havoc right now. This is going to cause some serious havoc. And I like the havoc. I do like it, but it becomes a new ship path. They won't use it yet until I do build the shipping path going down it. So, while we wait for all that to happen, we need to then figure out how we're doing the majority of this area. So, we need to figure out then, are we going to utilize this for anything? Do I need to move this? I mean, I feel like we're going to need a roundabout here if that's the main road cutting through. So, if I delete that back to there, I'm going to delete this as well. And we're going to redo a whole new section. But we need to... It's awkward because we've got so many roads crisscrossing in their directions. I don't know whether to utilize that as being the straight road in. I'm going to do that instead. So delete you. I'm sorry to all the people driving their vehicles right now. I'm so sorry. But are you though, Staniak? But are you though? Right. So I could bring it directly up. If I went for a 24, I can do your standard. Oh wait, can I not do your standard 10 by 10 bend? I'm actually going to delete this back a bit. And what am I on here? Am I on parallel or... Yeah. So there to there. Your standard bend. Nothing out of the ordinary. Right, there we go. Does what it needs to do. Now, obviously, I'm going to need to stick a roundabout here somewhere. But this comes in. I might, at that point there, bend it slightly and connect it into here. Roundabout going across. And then this road, this is my problem. I might have to do a larger roundabout to have multiple connections on it. I mean, that's not a problem, though, is it? That's not going to be a problem. Okay, do you know what? That's what I'm going to do. We'll select this point there, 30. And I'm going to go down here by a 30. So if that is continuing down here, I'm going to use that 10 mark as being the bridge that will go across. That will then kind of turn to connect down to here. Or do I want it a bit further down? Right, I'll do it here instead. There. So then do I move this up a bit more? Oh, so indecisive. So indecisive. Right, I'll do it here. Bam. Right, come down to... Well, I'm doing a 40. If I do another 30 here, I got the space. So, roundabout time. Yay! The crowd goes wild. Right, 3-lane highway. 3-lane highway. I'm going big, so I'm thinking an 80. Bigger. We need to go bigger than that. 100. Even bigger. 120. We are huge. Only because I'm going to get multiple connections onto this. 140. And what I can eventually do, because the roundabout is going to be so big, I can have like flyover and fly through and fly under roads. It almost becomes like an interchange, but for normal roads, not a highway system. So if I went like this, massive, yes, I know. Do not worry. Do not worry. Okay, I'm going to delete that there. That will stay there because that's completely fine. But what we'll do is from this point here, I'll do that. And then from this point here, we'll do that. And I've got 2 additional connections coming from this way. That one goes over to there. That one goes over to there. This one is going to wiggle to here. Bridge up and over. La-di-da-di-da. So I think I actually as well might delete you and have... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Have this... So if I had that coming straight through and then do a 10. Have that kind of go a little bit more... naturally straight, so I can kind of stick to almost a grid section down here. Oh, that really doesn't want to play ball with me. Right, we'll get to there. And this might be a tight wiggle right now, but it's all part of the fun. Boom! Alright, that will do. That will do, pig. That will do. Alright, here. Nice little wiggle in. Oh, this is going to look so good. This is going to be like a nice little kind of feature. Now, like I said, it looks massive. Nothing in the middle. But when I start to see how the traffic interacts with this when we build our new industrial area, when I start to see where the majority of traffic comes from and wants to go, that's when we'll decide in the middle what will take priority to kind of crisscross over. So this will be like a work in work in progress. That's the word, isn't it, I'm looking for. And we'll eventually get there. So if I stick this out by another 10 and then connect this bad boy up. I'm liking these bendy connections. I really am. Oh, yes. This is very good. Actually, do you know what? I might actually scrap that off. All right. And if I kind of... Go here. Bring it that way in. So make it bend straight on. It'll bend round. It'll be a lot more of a nicer connection. It's like I'm playing Sliver.io. Right, there we go. So yes, I've got to do the little V connections. We'll get onto that. But let me just kind of build the bridge connection now going over. I think the water's now meeting in the middle because we're getting a little bit of an overspill. That will eventually spread out, but no need to worry. So delete. Now this bridge has got to go high because ships going underneath it. So we'll then go okay, 6 by 20. Fine. And then down to 10. Down to 0. Bam. Well, that shall work. And then we'll connect here. Oh, but then we need like an entry connection point into this area. So do you know what I could actually do? Actually keep it off that. And then run this up and through. And then we might create like a little roundabout to enter this industrial area. So if I brought you down to, let's say, there. If I then connect you to there. There we go. So that's a little bit more pushing away so I get more room and access over here to do the train systems and whatnot and how we lead into it. This, I'm actually going to delete that. Oh, then redo it. There we go. That's like a, what does that remind me of? Like, what's the thing with the snakes on the head? You know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm thinking right now? It reminds me of that. It really does. It really does. So, roundabout there. I could make a roundabout. I can just make some solid connections coming off. Because I don't know if it's going to kind of go through into that area. I don't know what that's going to be. I'll decide that later. We'll decide that later, boys. But the water's still spreading. Crazy. But it should hopefully settle down. It should hopefully settle down at some point. So, right, oh my god, tsunami coming in. Let's now do the connection. Oh my goodness me, there's a tsunami, boys. So I've got to bring it a 5 away on each one. So just making sure each one is 5 away. How are you parked on the roundabout? Oh, it's because I'm in pause mode, that's why. I was gonna say for a second, how are you doing this? How are you breaking this? That's illegal. You're not allowed to do that, boys. Right, oh, one more. So I'm doing it in real time anyway, because I like to see how it all connects. So that 8 should be a 5, right? Oh, it's a 4. Oh my goodness me, my math is completely off. So 13. 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. How? My math is not off. Okay, 7. What's going on? Right. A 5 and a connect. Should be a 5, right? Yes. Got there in the end. Okay, the tsunamis are now coming in. Yo, the floodplains, boys. The floodplains right now. Can you stop doing this? I might have to reset to sea level. Look at how low the water is in this dock area here. It will pump up. But I could try and go fast forward mode, but that's not really going to do much. I'm letting it naturally disperse before I have to call in the cavalry and reset to sea level. Right, a 6 by a 6. A 6, I get a 6 slowly coming right now to end my life. By a 6, a 6. Can't build on water apparently. I can if I anarchy it. 6 by a 6. 6 by 6. 6. Right, a 6. Luckily, it's going to go into the next canal. Don't think I'm as confident as the airport is right now. But it's still going over, isn't it? How much more have you got? I mean, it's settled down here. It's just where the two ends met in the middle. Yikes. Like I said, it will settle down. It will settle down. So don't worry. Hold your horses. It's going to be all good. Right, slight little bends on these. Make this roundabout look jazzy. Again, the whole reason I don't want to reset sea level because the bits of the map that are underground, they do take forever and a day to for the water to evaporate. And if I can get away with doing this, then yay me. Right, sort all the lane management out. There we go. Straight on, straight on, straight on. I'm about to say, what's that there? But that's the metro underground, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, wrong button. So, set the roundabout up beautifully. I think we're rocking and rolling. So like I said then, eventually as time goes on, when I see what the dominant route is and where they want to go the most, that's when we'll create like a little flyover route. So say it's from this way to over there, then we'll do like an overpass that goes through. But if there's an alternative route that's quite busy, then we'll do like an underpass to connect to it as well. So we'll have like multiple directions going in. It would be quite fun. Okay, this is now going to become a problem, isn't it? I mean, it is settling down. It is slowly retracting. But because you can start to see in some areas there the edge. But it's getting to the point right now where it's going to cause more damage if I leave it. Actually, do you know what? I don't think it will. I mean, yes, these are getting flooded. But it's not enough to wipe the airport out, is it? It's not enough. So I think I'm going to let it run its course. I'm just going to let it run its course, guys. This is hilarious. This is absolutely hilarious. So, there we go. To be honest with you, I don't know why I bent that in. Because now seeing how I've done this, I could have just made it go straight. It's all about the character. We'll keep the character in it, boys. I like the waviness that's going on. Right, there we go. Sorted it, mate. No more revisions, Sunny. Just get something built. Damn it. Unfortunately, I can't really do much until that's done. Can I do the shipping route, though? Even though we're flooded for days. So, ship path. I should be able to, right? Right, is that actually connected or is it because I've done Anarchy? We'll redo it. Is that the one? Is that ferry path, ship path? Let me get rid of Anarchy. Okay, we're in. Right, I'm going to have to Anarchy it, unfortunately. Oh, now I've got a bend to deal with. Okay. I forgot about the bend. We're kind of getting through it. I think this is what happens when you do it by a 30 by 30. I think there's lots of room for error and maneuvering at that point, isn't there? Oh, that's not liking what's going on here. Right. Oh, the cat's here. Hello, kitty cat. The cat. Oh, okay, she's knocking over my stuff. Right. I know you can't see this, but the cat is now knocking my microphone. Can you please not do that, kitty cat? I greatly appreciate it. No, she's causing havoc. I now just live commentating my cat jumping on my desk and knocking everything over. Yay, kitty cat. Right, anyway. Right, yeah, it's definitely starting to retract a little bit. I have the ship path now going through it. The area, so we should be rocking and rolling very soon. I'm sorry, guys, for the flooding, okay? I flooded you, so I didn't have to flood minimal train routes. Oh, does this make me evil? Does this make me evil right now? But look at the connections I've got. This is going to be glorious. It is going to be glorious. So, with that said, right, I'm going to delete this road back to its original area. And then we're going to plan out, all right, how we're going to bring this in. So, let's say... Like I said, I want to be able to bring... Oh, I could use that little underpass there as the train going through. To then pull it in to a more of a centralized area. Or do I rather have them drive the stuff in? Went through there, had to stop somewhere and then V'd it there. There is room for like a cargo harbour on the canal, but I don't think I'll do that. I'll kind of keep it all to over here. Oh, this could be an idea. This could be an idea. Okay, we just got to see how this all figures out. So, if I did this... Now, would I want a through road going up to there? Or would I just eventually do something there? These are all the decisions I now have to make. And the wrong decision will mess me up. Oh, that was turned off. I have a feeling that might have affected my crisscross of my ships. We'll see. We'll see. So if I choose here. And let's go by a 20. And if I went over here. By a 20. I've now created 2 entry points. Whether or not I have to kind of do roundabouts on them is, you know, another headache down the road. But I am going to bring this in. Now, I would like a train stop. Maybe, I mean, would up there be too much to ask? So I can bring it round. I could have one there, bring it round, have another one there, then it will connect to a V. I could have 2 in reality. So I'm just thinking now. The perfect alignments. Alright, so if I pick there, go down by a 20. Or keep it to a 10. Let's go by a 10. Then that's my alignment for that road. Okay, so delete you back a bit. So this will kind of be like my ring road that allows me to access this area. Bringing this up. And let's then connect these. So these will be quite fun little connections. So go quite big. Boom. And then do the same here. It becomes a nice little industrial estate. An industrial park which we can take stuff from within it. Nice. Nice. Now, I am going to utilize this road to kind of come in over... Oh, that's a good... I mean, to be honest with you right now, yeah, over and drop it in the center. That comes over, drop it in there. So you enter it from inside rather than coming out, thus to alleviate the traffic on that road who just want to enter in and out, not export. And then the train line will go through here. We'll have a cargo stop about there. We'll have a cargo stop about here as it then finalizes and connects to that connection over there. Oh, the plans, the ideas. Yes. Okay, this is now getting full with the water spilling in. But at least it's all now started to settle down, right? And then I start to see people using these roads. It'll take a while before the connections are all fully back up and working. But we're getting somewhere. So by creating that little kind of cut through right now, if a ship was coming down here and wanted to go obviously to over here, it can now cut through there and avoid going up here, through there, through the congestion, all the way down, straight in and out. Done. Done, mate. Sorted. Call it a day. Don't talk to me ever again. That's pretty much what it can do. That's pretty much what it can do. So now then, we are... I think what I need to do before anything is plan out how the train line and the stations are going to connect before anything else. Because that would then... I don't want to plan it all out and then struggle to get it all in. So if I do your standard 11 by 11 system, so I know that to there is a 10. So by one more, which will be there. I assume that's an 11, yeah. That's a 4. So if I come up by a... If I come up by a 7, I'm going to assume Alright, bring you up to there. Have I just created my 10 by 10 connection? He's only gone and done it, boys. He's only gone and done it. That should be a 10, right? Yeah. 10. Yeah. Look at that. It's perfection if I've ever seen it. So, obviously, you're 10. Like I said, this is industrial area. These are the types of shenanigans we are getting up to. So, just kind of creating this grid format first. So, I'll leave it the space there for the train line to run through. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, that there's a middle one with 3 either side. I'm thinking that this one then, if I go up by 10, delete that, actually elevates up and over and is the road that cuts in to connect to there. That's what I'm thinking for that one right now. So, that would be a good little spot. That would be a good little spot. And I think... So we've already done the 10. So if I come up by a... So that'll be a complete 30 in total. And then that would be... We'll do like a 30 gridded section here. Because you don't want to run it too far without an additional connection. So they can all run up to there, filter into turn to there if they want to get into it. Obviously we do need to do additional connections. So, where that overpasses, I could do an underpass directly there to connect in. And then they diversify going left and right. Would that feel right for that type of connection? Here, I think it's a bit too close to the bend, even though it could... Oh no, it won't work. That wouldn't work too much, but we do need an additional connection. I could straight 15 it in the middle. And then as that bends around, we can do another one. But we got like these multiple connections. I'm going to do underpasses to get to alternative areas and whatnot. So, or do I kind of stick it like this? We have a connection here. Double the connection. Is that a good idea? Probably not. Probably not. And neither is that. I'm a little bit stuck, aren't I? I mean, I could just stick this one in and treat that one as it, or I could leave this one in. If I left that one in, do you know what? For the sake of it, we're going to be handling a lot of the traffic by the train, so we'll keep it like that. Right, if I delete this back, and then by the 10, I'm going to raise it by a 10 just so we know what's going down. And by a 30, we're up and over. Okay? We know what's going down at that point. So that becomes quite a dominant road. I might even turn that into the little kind of 4-laner road. So if I mean... Oh no, it won't be a 4... I mean, from this point moving forward. Because that at that point there, it's a one-way system, really, isn't it? Yeah. So 4-lane road there, we'll keep that one to it so we know what's going down. Now, we need to figure out then where we're going to add in this additional stop. So if I try and capitalize then on... So that should be the 11. So that there is a 20. 30 in. 30 in. 30 in. And I might be able to kind of also gain that one. So how this grid format works is how it's going to bend around and connect into it. That's kind of how we're going to design it. So same again, going all the way up. Now I want my train stop here, so I'm thinking we cut this directly up. I do another... Actually, I'm only going to do a 5. We'll do a 5. And drop a train stop there with a bypassing route. And then that is how we're going to connect that area in. Now, even though there's multiple here, there is 1, 2, 3, 4. If I bring that round to there, like normal, and then this one round... I mean, the obvious thing would be to go here. But maybe I want to funnel it with the straight route from there. Right, let's see how this plays out.
see how this plays out. So if we go for the maximum of the bends, and it runs all the way through, and then if I did it from there to there on this, obviously the bend is then going to be a lot different. So sprawls away a bit more, but you can see how the importance then of having this through diagonal straight route cut through all the words is going to work for us, and we kind of sprawled off it. But like I said, I need something around here as well. So it's not just funneling everybody to this to go over. We can take them to the train line. They can train it through. So I think that would then work by doing a... Well, let's figure this out, because if I was to do another 10, it doesn't matter there because the train line's already in. And that's when, by the looks of it, it's either there or there, it starts to bend. But if I come out there, if I came out by the 10 marker there, it does start to bend a little bit here anyway. And if I treat that as this one, if I treat it as this one to kind of connect around, so we've kind of like everyone we've done. Well, that one's actually jumped free. Oh, actually, it should be connected to this. No, but then the train line will be a bit too close over. Because they do stick out a bit, don't they? They do stick out. So I think the ideal situation scenario is to go through this one instead. There's a lot of thought process, isn't there? To kind of just create it. So I like how it all bends and spirals away. That is pretty cool. But I think the bend doesn't work for us when I'm trying to add in the train stop. So maybe, let me just pause, because it'll be quicker to kind of build this in pause mode, because the game is running a bit slow at the minute. So if I went up to, can I get that 30 marker in there? And I know that we're going to be bending away very soon. I think that would be a bit too much to ask with a bend. Because the natural bend in this would kind of go like that. But that's not what I want. Nah, I don't think that's going to happen. Let me see what happens if I go directly from here to here. So the maximum runs through quite nice, but again, that's not what I'm after. So I think I should just forget the idea of trying to bend it with it and just kind of keep our gridded system kind of semi-rocking and a-rolling. So that's there. So let me drop the train stations down. I'll put back into play then. So cargo train terminal, obviously this one is going to go around about there. So it gives us then enough room for the train to run down, but the train lines to kind of bypass and that to kind of come in and turn and connect to it. Plenty of room for that. Now this one's a little bit difficult, or different I should say. So do you know what? I can actually just place it like here. I didn't realize I had so much room. Oh, okay, that changes things. That changes everything. Okay. Right. Okay. So in reality, I could keep the momentum going, like the design of this area, and then have it connected on the third one over. So we jump in like 3 every time. Boom. So you get like that little pear shape. Like how this kind of ends. Would I want to keep that in. Would I just do a slight bend to kind of end it? Would I funnel it into there? Is that then too... Ooh, idea. So if that came up by with 10, right. Let's say I didn't do the connections here. What if I did it like this? Am I on a bend? Yeah. There to there. And then obviously there to there. Different, yes I know. So this keeps the connections and keeps it all running, but they're the dedicated routes to get up to there. So bends round. It keeps the flow going. You know what I mean? It just keeps the flow moving. I kind of like this idea. I kind of like it. Anyway, back into play. I kind of do like this idea. So how will all of these end then? I think I'm just going to bring them in and kind of snap them out, or kind of snap them in. So there's so far I can take it before it's like almost like a game over in a sense. So 28. So if I do an 18, and then this, the connection would be for that one. So if I do a 6. So I'm not saying it's a perfect 10 by 10, but I can do a 10 by 7. Do a 10 by 10 just there. Just to kind of end it. They aren't going to be like huge, dominant, amazing spaces or anything like that. And we'll use these to kind of cut through so it snaps all in. So we got these additional connections tearing through the area anyway. So if I add, like, say for example, what would be the best format to do it like this? So if I chose 6. Oh no, it's all bending, isn't it? So you can't really get away with that too much. But basically, right, I want that there. That road to go into that one. This road to go into that one. How that's going to happen, I don't know. I'm hoping it doesn't mess up too much. All my stuffs. So I've kept these pretty straight. I think it's going to be a bit of a close kind of encounter for this. But I don't want it too normal, the area. You know what I mean? Now, is that's asking for, oh, better idea. Pause. Better idea. Scrap all this. I'm going to overpass that road. Like, do I do it there? Yes! Okay. Sorry, guys. I got too excited then. I got too excited then. So that is my road coming through, which will overpass. So if I bring this up by 20. Right, let me start again. I just figured something out because of how terrible it just was. Right, 20. 20. I think I can't really do a 20 on that. But let's try and figure this one out. So 5, a 5, then leave that space because that's where we would originally had one. A 5 and a 5. Is that a 10? So delete these back by 10 now, because that one there would obviously connect. Would have connected in there, is what I'm trying to say. So there to there. Boom. Nah, it don't look right, man. It don't look right. And it's going to annoy me if I continue. Right, let's keep my journey going up then. Was that the 30? That would have been the 30 there. Alright, I could have went straight across. Connected. Ends it. Okay, I think it's just better we do it something like this. Now, granted, this is obviously elevated. This no longer needs to be the 4-lane road. And the reason I now got it overpassing, and I think what we'll do, because if I overpass it a bit more, these guys around here were more likely to use that. Now, I got the option of connecting down to here. So if I bring this down to 1, and then connect in, and then where does this pump in? If I can get, that is a 21. So if I do a 10, that was a 10, right? Yeah. Come on with a 10. 10 by 10. Doesn't really make much sense, but trust me, hold on to your hats. I'm going to put your socks on because I'm about to knock them off. Okay? Big expectations now, Seniac. So... okay, I'm not liking the double connection here. So keeping that to that, I think we'll run straight up to here anyway. So basically what I've done is, I've kind of set it up in a way that everybody around here, for them, they've got to drive up to there, around there, drive, then get it on. Whereas they're more likely then to connect to here. Now there will be some that do want to connect to theirs, where the ship is going to be going to. So we have like more of these guys in the center, where that's a bit too far there. They can just hit this road in, and that will funnel back into that way. I know it sounds a bit ridiculous and a bit crazy, but that's how we're pretty much going to set it all up. I could delete that as well and kind of keep it as open as this, but then it's a case of, I mean, I'm really funneling it in different ways, and I'm going to be pushing them all to that. So you kind of do want some of them to use this, but you ultimately don't really know until it actually all kind of comes together. You don't really know how it's going to play out or work. Obviously, these guys over here will do the same, but we'll also have another road, obviously, that cuts into there. I don't know whether to do a one-way. Oh, I might treat that as the exit route. Now, we'll do it, allow them to enter from both ways, and we'll see which is the dominant route and where they kind of utilize it to begin with. So that would kind of be the gist of it to begin with anyway. So I know the train lines, we've got to do some bypassing routes. So I've kind of stuck that out by quite far. And if I do the same on this side, give us that little bit of a play. And so I ran this down to a point where we then start to bend. This, I think we already start to bend quite early on. And I'll see what the connection says here. So that runs quite close because of how, you know, the natural kind of bend that takes place coming to there. But I'm thinking rather than kind of bend it to the road then, if I brought this in a little bit further, so it's still flood, it's going to continue to flood right now until it fully settles. It's still battling the waves. Oh no, I gotta take it back. Right, take that back to there. And then it's still going to do it no matter what, kind of go close to the edge, because that's how we've set this bend up anyway. That's how we've set it up. I might change it. I might kind of freehand it or something like that. Again, not the end of the world, because you're running from close to there to expanding it out. If I connect it to that one, it will kind of follow in. But it pushes out to get to the edge of this. That's the reason why it kind of bends so much. Like I said, it's not the end of the world. It will do us some good anyway. It'd be nice to see some trains running along. But we've got that connection. So that will then continue down here. And then we'll do like a little V to connect into there. So it's, again, connected to the greater route. And this whole little area over here will be industrialized. It'll look really good. It will look really, really good. So they're still doing their thing. They're still rocking and rolling. Not much is really going to change. Do you know what I haven't seen? I honestly believe, right, that this shipping section, I've kind of messed up. Ship path. Because I didn't have that thing connected to it. And I feel like down here something is messed up as well. So I'm going to reconnect it. And hopefully we start to see some ships using it. Oh, straight away. Straight away, without a question of a doubt. Where are you going to? Portville. Where are you going? Over to there? You're going the wrong way then, sir. You're going the wrong way. So straight away a ship is on the way down, which is good to see. So that's just killed and cut off that route. So we should see less and less ships waiting there. This is going to get a lot more busier, granted. And that turn there will get busier too. But it's all about connecting. It's all about connecting right now. And that is pretty much what we have done. So that road will bend down into here and connect in. I'm going to do it both ways instead of a one-way system. So we can ultimately just kind of see which of the sides is the better option. That will come in. And I reckon that's going to jump over into here. So it'll pick up a lot of guys around there to over here. And then that just obviously the back side and over there, picking more people up. Getting them all in. And vice versa. It takes them the opposite way too. So, oh, you can see, you can see the trains have actually been caught with the water down there, which is hilarious. So, quite a long one. Where are you going right now? Cargo. Oh, you're going down to there. So, yeah, we're going to see a lot of bypassing ships right now. Where are you going? Springwood, getting out of here. Good to see. So, it's quite exciting. It's all kind of slowly coming together. The waterworks are over here right now. Damn. So, once we've built this industrial area up, if it's still the same right now and not much has changed, there's only 3,000 jobs available, 11% unemployed. So this will turn into a big industrial kind of hub. We'll have all the factories down, warehouses down. We need to think about the public transport. So where this kind of comes in and connects up to the airport, do I then decide to create a metro hub where that kind of comes in and goes to the airport? Maybe. I can have another connection coming off this that kind of comes down, stops around here, stops around there, and then over here. What's going on over here? There seems to be a broken stop, right? Are you okay? Are you broken? What seems to be your issue, tram line? What seems to be that tram's issue? Oh, we can't get to over here? Oh, it's because of the flooding happening right now. I'm sorry. We're still seeing the repercussions of the flooding happening. But yeah, we can run many metro lines over here, which is going to be exciting to get the, well, basically the employees over here. There is, again, a passenger train line on this one side too. With the oil industry, with this over here right now, it's more important than ever to bring the people over here to work. So we'll set up a metro line. We'll probably set up a passenger train line. I'm sure one passes it. Or is it me? Didn't one come over here? Oh, no, it comes from... No, wait, hold on. Didn't I set one up? Oh, it stops over here. Wait, it ends there. Didn't this go somewhere else? Did we not create a passenger stop around here? Was we meant to? Oh, hang on. So that kind of comes down there. Off its skedaddles. I feel like that's broken as well. Or is that down? Is that broken as well because of the water? Oh, that's broken because of the water here. So yeah, passenger train line does come through here. So we can have a stop, do some buses. Oh, this is exciting, boys. This is exciting. Guys, I'm going to end it for here. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below. Until next time, we see you soon.